that slowly damages your body without even realizing it. How many times this year have you eaten fast food? This month? For many Americans, this number is surprisingly high. Around 124,000 deaths a year are linked to the overconsumption of overly processed foods. These statistics show how disconnected we can become from real nutrition. As students, we need to fuel our bodies so we can perform at our best. Ultra-processed foods and the predominance of fast food in our country is a major issue, with roughly 35% of Americans consuming it daily. Understanding how nutrients work in the body is crucial for maintaining health, preventing future medical complications, and supporting daily function. Being a type 1 diabetic, a chronic illness, nutrition has become a cardinal aspect of my life. I've been able to learn firsthand how important it is to learn about nutrition and what you're actually putting in your body. According to Dr. Zilpa, a board-certified physician, there are 7 major categories of nutrients, which include water, carbs, fiber, fats, protein, vitamins, and minerals. I'm going to be focusing on the first 5, including calories. She also explains that nutrient classes can be divided into 2, macronutrients and micronutrients. Now that we've introduced the basic of nutrient categories, calories are not nutrients themselves, they measure the energy provided by macronutrients like carbs, proteins, and fats. Before the body can use nutrients, it needs energy. Calories are the body's main fuel source. They are burned for breathing, walking, talking, basic metabolic functions, physical activity, and circulation. A team of nutrition researchers from Johns Hopkins University, Wilder, Magotis, and Dr. Lawrence Cheston, a physician specializing in obesity and nutrition, stated, quote, all calories consumed in excess of what your body needs for energy, whether in the form of carbs, proteins, fats, or alcohol, get stored as fat. Foods that are higher in calories are granola, avocado, and cheese. Since calories give us energy, the next step is looking at what builds and repairs the body. Protein is the nutrients responsible for that. Proteins play critical roles in repair and regulation of bodily functions, making them vital for overall health. Protein is the most abundant component of the human body, and every living cell in the body contains protein. Proteins help make up your muscle, bones, cartilage, skin, antibodies, hormones, and all enzymes. Foods like tofu, salmon, lentils, and cottage cheese are high in protein. After covering protein, we can move on to the nutrients that fuel your brain and daily activity. Carbs provide quick and reliable energy. Carbs are most important for energy production, energy storage, and building macromolecules. Carbohydrates are essential for brain function and glucose regulation, which is why it's important to have a good breakfast before school. Foods high in carbohydrates are rice, pasta, breads, and potatoes. Water, believe it or not, water itself is a nutrient. Water is essential for survival. Water plays a role in nearly every bodily function. It makes up 60% of the human body, which is why it needs to be replenished so often, and each cell in the body relies on water for waste disposal, temperature regulation, joint and tissue lubrication, and nutrient transport. It's recommended that you drink at least 8 cups of water a day. Once we understand water's role, we can look at the nutrient that supports digestion differently. Fiber keeps the digestive system moving. While fiber itself does not contain any calories or other nutrients, its value lies in its ability to quickly move through the digestive system and can bind to toxins so they cannot harm your intestines. Fiber can be found in fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes. After exploring fiber, we can turn to the final macronutrient, fats, also known as lipids. Fats are necessary for a healthy functioning body. Healthy fats can help lower blood pressure, fight heart disease, and help the body absorb micronutrients. Fats are used to store energy, can be converted into hormones, and provide a layer of insulation for the skin. You can get essential fats from nuts and seafood. In fact, registered dietitian Lindsay DeSoto says salmon is especially, quote, known for being rich in omega-3 fatty acids. There are foods called nutrient-dense foods where you can get most of your nutrition from. Lindsay DeSoto also provides that, quote, nutrient-dense foods like fatty fish, leafy green vegetables, legumes, berries can help better support digestion, weight management, reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. While these foods supply many nutrients, the body still has to break them down to use them, which leads me to digestion. Digestion breaks food into usable components. According to Justin J. Patricia, an internal medicine physician, quote, digestion is the process of mechanically and enzymatically breaking down food into substance for absorption into the bloodstream. Digestion begins in the mouth. Patricia also explains that, quote, digestion begins immediately in the oral cavity with both mechanical and chemical digestion, grinding food into smaller pieces by the teeth, which is a process called mastication. Food moves down the esophagus and into the stomach. Food muscles turn food into a partially liquid substance called chyme. Hydrochloric acids kill bacteria, unfolds protein, and activates the enzyme pepsin. Digestion continues in the small intestine. The small intestine is slightly basic. This is due to the liver and pancreas secreting bile and bicarbonate, which neutralizes the environment. The pancreas produces enzymes to break down carbs, fats, and proteins. The nutrition researchers Wilder, Magotis, and Dr. Cheskin also explain that, quote, all carbohydrates are broken down in the intestine and converted in the liver to glucose. Once nutrients are fully digested, they are absorbed and transported in the bloodstream, or lymphatic system. Now that we've walked through nutrients and digestion, it's clear how much the body depends on proper nutrition. With that in mind, let's wrap everything up. In summary, today I explained calories, the 5 major categories of nutrients, what each nutrient does, and how the digestive system breaks down food to access these nutrients. With ultra-processed foods dominating American diets, you must choose to consume nutrient-dense foods rather than foods your body can't properly digest. This will protect your long-term health and energy and can even improve your cognitive function. The American diet is the furthest thing from ideal and needs to be brought to light. Insufficient diets have major health effects. Poor diets have been linked to numerous different illnesses, and it's up to you to not become one of the many Americans who fall victim to not eating properly. So the next time you grab fast food without thinking, just remember, you're either fueling your body or working against it.